If you like my videos and you want such more videos, then do like, share and consider subscribing. For the notification, do not forget to tap the notification icon. Thank you.
Good morning students, welcome to today's class. We are almost at the last leg of this chapter. Means we are almost at the end of this chapter. So before I continue today's topic, let me summarize what we have studied till now so you have a recap of this topic. So we started with a process called reproduction. Reproduction is that process which enables an organism to give birth to its offspring so that its species continue. To ensure the continuity of life, reproduction is a very important process and there are two modes of reproduction. One, asexual mode of reproduction. Another, sexual mode of reproduction. We have discussed in our first class of this chapter that what is the definition of the sexual mode of reproduction and asexual mode of reproduction and how these two modes of reproduction are different from each other but still very important. We have also seen the advantages and disadvantages of both of the modes of reproduction. Sexual reproduction, which is seen both in plants and animals, which require both male gamete and female gamete, which goes for the process of fertilization and develops a zygote. A zygote develops into a multicellular organism by repeated cell division. Here we have also studied about the different type of fertilization, such as internal fertilization and external fertilization. So that was about the sexual reproduction. Now in the end I am going to elaborate about asexual mode of reproduction. Today's topic is asexual mode of reproduction. Well, this topic is not something new for you. Because in class 7, when you studied about the asexual reproduction in plants, you have gone through this topic. So you must be knowing different ways by which asexual mode of reproduction is seen in plants. Yes, there were few methods which you have discussed in class 7 like fragmentation, spore formation. But what about animals? What kind of animals show asexual mode of reproduction? Why asexual mode of reproduction is important for some of the animals. So let me start this topic with the definition of asexual mode of reproduction. Asexual mode of reproduction is that mode of reproduction in which only one parent is involved. So it is completely different from sexual mode of reproduction, where a male parent and a female parent is involved. Here only one parent is involved. So if one parent is involved, what are the things which you are going to observe in asexual mode of reproduction? Yes, that is if only one parent is involved. So the offsprings which is developed over here will be completely identical or clone of the parent. So that is a very important point related to asexual mode of reproduction. So let me write those points on the whiteboard so that you are able to understand it properly. Let's study about the points related to the asexual mode of reproduction. So one point I've already told you that it involves only one parent. Second point, offspring is completely identical, or we can use the term clones of parents. Large number of offspring can be produced at a time no involvement of gametes. So these are the points that is related to asexual mode of reproduction. As I mentioned here that the offsprings are the completely identical or clone of the parents. What it means? Since the reproduction is involving only one parent, therefore the genetic material of the parent is completely passed to the offspring. Therefore, the offspring is completely identical, means completely same. So there is no change in the genetic variation in the offspring. Then I have mentioned about a point that large number of offspring can be produced at a time. Now almost half of the animal kingdom. You will study about the animal kingdom in class 9. All the animals are put into a large group called animal kingdom, and they are being divided into further groups. Almost half of the animal kingdom reproduce through asexual mode of reproduction because they need a sexual mode of reproduction for generation of offspring at large number. So they reproduce through asexual mode of reproduction. And what is the advantage? Because large number of offsprings can be produced at a time. But what is the disadvantage? That all of them are same. So if any kind of problem exists into one, occur into one, it may easily affect all the offsprings. They cannot fight with them because they are almost genetically same. But if we see the sexual mode of reproduction, they are genetically different from each other because two parents are involved into the process. So they have a genetic variation. So if something happens, some kind of disease is happening, that affects only small number of population. It can fight it because they are not same with each other. So that is the advantage the sexual mode of reproduction is having. So we are going to discuss about different ways by which the sexual mode of reproduction is seen in the animals. So now let's discuss the different ways by which a sexual mode of reproduction is seen in the animals. As I've already told you, almost half of the animal kingdom reproduce through a sexual mode of reproduction. So what are our examples in this? So we are going to discuss the two examples. One is about the hydra, which is a lower animal, and one we are going to study about the unicellular organism, that is amoeba. You must be acquainted with amoeba till now. That is an unicellular organism that lives in fresh water. Yes, unicellular organism also reproduce through asexual mode of reproduction. So the first method is budding. And this process is shown by hydra. Hydra belongs to a group which also includes jellyfish in it. This is a type of animal which is not completely developed. Means you will study in class 9 that how the animal started developing from a very simple body design to a complex body design. We are higher animals. We have lots of complex design and lots of complex structure which is not seen in some animals. So these animals are called as lower animals. So hydra is a lower animal. So hydra has a structure kind of trunk and tentacles. There is an opening here by which it takes food. So what happens during the process of asexual mode of reproduction? That there is a formation of a bud in the trunk of the hydra. Now this bud start developing into a new organism. Once this bud has developed completely, means into a complete adult, then it gets separated from the parent hydra and thus a new hydra is formed. So this is how the hydra has formed. From a parent, a new hydra has formed where the budding process is involved. So this process is called budding, where one parent is involved to produce an offspring. Now here we can also understand this process by an activity. So let's understand this process by an activity. Here we are going to take a permanent slide. If you remember, when we were studying about the cell chapter, I have discussed about a temporary slide and a permanent slide. A temporary mount of slide is made when we are going to observe a specimen under a microscope. Sometimes when we don't have enough things or the specimen is not available, so at that time the permanent slides do our work. Permanent slides are made already and preserved, and we can use these slides whenever we want to observe the specimen. So here what we are going to do in this activity, I am going to write down the activity 8.1. Aim of the activity is to observe budding process in hydra. So what are the materials that is required? We need permanent slides, and microscope. So when you will see under the microscope the permanent slide showing the depicting the various stages of the budding process in hydra, you will see how from the main body a bud is developed and it keeps on developing until it reaches to become an adult hydra. Once it becomes an adult hydra, once it is able to take nutrition itself, it detaches itself from the parent hydra. Thus, a new hydra is made. So, here since a bud is being developing, therefore this process is called budding. So, this is one process of asexual mode of reproduction. We will discuss about the next process, that is out binary fission in amoeba.